Pokemon, you gotta catch them all, except you can't, and people are furious. This is a national emergency, a national crisis. You can't catch all the Pokemon. You can't even transfer your Pokemon in Sword and Shield. It got so bad, the backlash got so bad that they had to call in the producer of the game to address the fandom. And that's where we are. This is Neon for CLOWNFISH TV. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Really helps the channel out. We've been growing tremendously this month. We want to thank all of you guys for that. And now we're going to talk about some Pokemon outrage. I've actually got 3 different versions of this story because it's such a big story. It's such a huge story. We have to cover it with 3 different versions. Pokemon Sword and Shield producer addresses national Pokédex outrage. Of course, you know, they announced during E3 that not all Pokemon were transferable to Sword and Shield. So the fans were not happy. They took to the internet to tell Nintendo they weren't happy because, you know, that's what people do. That's what people do. And Nintendo responded, or Game Freak responded. So when Nintendo and Game Freak confirmed not all Pokemon from the National Pokédex would be making it into Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, you could say the fan base got pretty upset. The backlash was noticeable enough that producer Junichi Masuda, I think that's how you pronounce his name, has shared a message to fans. We've changed our mind. No, that's not what they said. You can find his entire message below. Thank you to all of our fans for caring so deeply about Pokemon. Recently, I shared the news that some Pokemon cannot be transferred to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I've read all of your comments and appreciate your love and passion for Pokemon. Just like all of you, we're very passionate about Pokemon, and each and every one of them is very important to us, except the ones we didn't put in the game. After so many years of developing the Pokemon video games, this was a very difficult decision for me. I'd like to make one thing clear. Even if a specific Pokemon is not available in Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, that does not mean it will not appear in future games. Because, you know, that's pretty logical, right? The world of Pokemon continues to evolve. The Galar region offers new Pokemon to encounter, trainers to battle, and adventures to embark on. We are pouring our hearts into these games, and we hope you will look forward to joining us on this new journey. Love, Junichi Masuda. Okay, people are not happy. According to Forbes, the fans were not amused. Game Freak is not budging on missing Pokemon from Sword and Shield. The fans are not amused. Not amused at all. Pokemon fans are looking forward to Sword and Shield, but they have been protesting one specific aspect of the game for a long time, the fact that you will not be able to transfer a number of older gen Pokemon into Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield will only be using the Galar region Pokédex, which includes a number of old favorites and new entries, but also leaves many of the 800 plus, God, that's a lot of Pokemon, behind. This is a new development for the series, as ever since Gen 3, even if all Pokemon were not catchable in new games, they were at least transferable from old games. That's now changed, and the backlash was so severe, the Game Freak producer had to issue a rare statement about the issue directly. Here's an excerpt, and we did read that already. In short, even though they've heard the fan outcry, they are not changing anything. They're simply saying that the Pokemon that end up missing from Sword and Shield can still show up in future games. It seems likely that each new game duo will choose a number of Pokemon to be caught transferable from past games rather than auto-including everything going forward. And I think a lot of it, and they go on this article to talk about, is the graphical upgrade that probably is a big factor in this. Many fans are angry, but it actually makes a lot of sense given the context. Pokemon Sword and Shield on Switch is perhaps the largest step forward the series has ever made, going from handheld-only graphics to console-quality graphics. What that means is that the animation for the Pokemon is now a lot more involved than before. That's what I was kind of guessing, so I don't think it's realistic to expect them to animate all 800-plus species of Pokemon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You better get freaking working on it, Game Freak. You better work on it. So while the contingent who is upset about the removal of the National Pokédex is loud, I do wonder what % of the Pokemon population they actually represent, as this seems like an issue that most players may not notice or care about that much. Oh no, they'll care. They will care. The Pokemon fans are passionate, yes they are, and this has been a big dust up for the game. Regardless, I doubt anyone is seriously boycotting Sword and Shield over this, and will play it when it comes out. You know, they always say that. I don't know if anybody's going to boycott it, but anytime the fans are unhappy with a product, they sure as hell are going to talk about it. It doesn't matter if it's a video game or a movie or a comic book or an anime. Yeah, they're absolutely going to talk about it. So that is pretty telling that Forbes is even talking about it. Screen Rant is talking about it. That they issued a statement. I mean, this is crazy that it's gotten to this point. But yeah, I guess Game Freak doesn't come out and say much regarding the games. Yeah, you can't catch them all. You can't catch them all. Is this going to affect your opinion of the game? Are you going to buy the game? I think we might buy the game because it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it's a little disappointing that you're not going to get all the Pokemon. So I don't know. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let us know. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, rants, gaming videos, art videos, and more here on Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I will talk to you later. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.